And Rick's been hard at work getting a few more things done on the arch. He had to replace some bolts on the solar screens. And he is now working on the wind instrument. And so I'm going to go out there and give you take a look at that. And so come on along. It's getting nice outside. The cockpit feels really good. Okay. There you go. He's got it up there. We had that stainless steel bracket made. Put it on. And looks like that's going to work out really well. Oh yeah, and still in our cockpit is our lovely sails and their new sail bags. This one happens to be the Genoa, and the one underneath it here is our main. Those, I've got to retie my bag here. Those will also go up today. Hopefully the wind stays at bay and we can get these on, but right now, as you can see by the flag on our neighboring boat, it's not too bad. So when Rick gets done, we will get these out of the cockpit. Well. When you want to wire up your wind instrument, and the wiring has to go in and through the aft lazarette, this is what happens to your back deck. But once it's all wired, then I won't have that anymore. Got the anemometer up and seems to be working. Rick's just working on it here on the Garmin.
Yeah, I just had to reset the angle. It was set at 177 degrees because it was facing backwards off of the gimbal radar mount on the backstay, and so when we changed it and got it facing forward, it was out 177 degrees, so I had to change it. So now it's reading correctly. Cool.
And just another little project that we've been wanting to do, and we finally got it done, is when we put our table up, we had nowhere to set drinks or anything, or while we're underway, nowhere to set drinks. So thus our nifty cup and binoculars holder, or 4 cups, or a binocular and 2 cups, whatever. Good morning, everybody. It is May 8th. And we are back on the boat attending to projects again. So I'll give you a quick glance just what I did this morning. Nothing major, but it is getting warmer here, even though it's still raining. It does get a little warmer. So let's go upstairs and see what I did. I took the plexiglass, isinglass, actually not plexi, isinglass off. Put all of our screens on all the way around. So now we have a screen area. I still got to put my isinglass corners away, but at least that is all open now for breeze. I have also then dug out the grill. That's got to go on because tonight there's a T-bone steak going on that baby. And Rick, while I'm doing that sort of piddly things, Rick is down here. What are you working on?
Working on the cheek blocks right now.
Oh, you are? Hi there.
Hi.
I like your goggles over your glasses.
Hey, thank you.
Those are pretty cool. Oh my gosh.
Look at all the corrosion on that.
Oh, look at
This
that.
is aluminum, and the cheek blocks are stainless steel.
And they didn't put anything between them.
And they didn't put anything here. This was covered with butyl tape and some 4200, I think.
Oh
But,
my gosh.
Yeah, pretty corroded, so I have to put something on there to help prevent that.
Yeah.
Just fixing to pull out the new cheek blocks and see if they'll fit the bolt pattern.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah, I doubt it.
And then, okay. So what were you doing in the aft cabin?
On the aft cabin, I had to get to the bolts to take this off the deck.
Okay.
There's the old sheet block.
Turn
Totally
it over.
frozen.
Turn it over. Can't see what you're trying to turn. Thank you. Barely turns.
Barely
Look at that.
turns. I was hoping I could get that sheave out of there so I could just replace the sheave, but I can't get it out. This bolt head broke off here. So,
do you need a new sheet block altogether?
well, yeah. I could probably drill that out and easy out, but I want to try this new one and see if it'll fit.
Lean your head down. 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 So, this is what happens to Rick when he tries to come out of the engine room and
I'm
hits
editing
his
that
head
out.
right here. No, you're not. You're going to leave it in. Injuries stay in. Every weekend. I'm telling you, every project, every weekend, he sheds blood, sweat, and sometimes a few choice words with some tears. Briefly.
But no job is done until there's a blood sacrifice. So I'm always ready to sacrifice a little to complete a job.
There you go. So while he's doing that, and has totally disarrayed the aft cabin settee area, we had to take some of the teak off in here so that he could get to the sheet blocks, which go back here in this corner, back there. So everything that was in here, all along here, which is our books and storage and things like that. Cushions off of this settee came off, and guess where it all goes? Right there. You can't even see what's underneath this stuff. I mean, there's stuff. Books and stuff and things, and he's saying, I have too much stuff. I don't think so. So, it's a nice day, as you can see in the mirror. So what I'm doing is making some blackout patterns, blackout things. I don't know what to call them, for our screens for our port lights. Because in the aft cabin in the mornings, that sun comes up and it's brutal early in the morning, and we didn't want to get up early. So I'm doing some blackout to help keep the heat out, coolness in, and in the winter, the heat in and the coolness out. Yep, I got that right. So working on that, making those just out of the, the little thin insulation. So far they're working pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead, get a couple more done for his engine room. And then we're going to progress to this beauty. I love this thing. This is my motor lift hoist for the motor off the dinghy. And it works so easy. I don't need Rick to have to manhandle the motor. I can hook it up to the motor hoist, or the cradle or harness, that's what I want to say, harness, the motor harness. And once he's got that hooked on and off the dinghy, I can just easily pull it right on up without any issues, and we can get it back up on the lifelines of the rails and get that secured. So this baby has been a lifesaver for me and for him. It's hard for him to be in the dinghy bouncing around in the water when we're trying to get the motor off, and he's trying to help me get it on board. So this, I'm telling you, is my lifesaver. And we had our custom boat rails, our good friend Keith Flink over here in Auburn, actually, Washington. He's done all of our arch work, our stainless steel work out there. We needed an additional foot on the piece that goes on here, because we raised our stanchions and life rails up. We had to then increase the size of this. So he did a fabulous job on the piece of tubing that goes in here, stainless steel. And looks like Rick is thinking he may work on that today. Yay! That will be making me so happy. Other than that, you got a workout?
I got a heck of a workout. Helps if you take the clutches off the reefing lines. That made my work a lot harder with those clamped down. So yeah.
Marcia and Carl's back there somewhere on Jukabanji 2.
So Judy had us up to what, 6.2? I believe that is you're going to want to turn to port a little bit. There you go. Yeah. So here we go. We're heading out to Fox Island for Memorial Day weekend with Marcia and Carl. And we're going to have to go pull the sails in a little bit. Nothing is going on there. So I better go pay attention to the sails.
Always having to have my neck up. It's gonna not, no, seriously, it's not going to be good.
Well, you should be able to see your signet instrument is a little slow to respond, but
It's very slow.
what's our wind speed now?
12. Oh, no.
Go left, go left.
The wind is like 5.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go left. We can't go over to Dockton.
So that's going to end up going the other direction with the sails, right?
Yeah, I'll have to tighten up the sails. Yes, indeed. Here comes Jukabanji 2. Hot on our heels. Yeah, baby. 5.5. Judy Ray is going to set another record.
I hate, but it's there.
Oh man, we were so afraid this weekend was going to be really crappy, but it's doing good so far. So very grateful for decent weather. Judy Ray is towing the line here. Thinking about. There's our friends. The East Passage going up to Seattle. Quartermaster Harbor. What's our wind speed, hun?
10.7.
Yeah, we went around 10 to 15, so it's been a great day. Get the sails out. I had a couple of things. Yeah, we've caught up with our little friend over here almost.
Wind's picked up a little bit, so.
Yeah, you can feel it. It's pretty responsive. I like the way it feels.
It takes it a little bit to get there, but that's.
Yeah, we got up here to the turn to go through the Narrows, dropped the sails, turned the engine on, and then we're watching Jumanji 2, Carl and Marcia. He is like just doing his broad reach right down up to the shore over here. I'm just waiting on him to tack. Looks like he's making his turn now.
Hey everybody. All right. Day 1 at anchor is done here at Fox Island. It's a beautiful day. It's just not raining. The sun is out. We're getting ready to pull up anchor and head out. Go play around some more. Carl and Marcia getting their stuff ready over there. We're running, getting warmed up. But it's just a gorgeous day. So as we swing, I'll just kind of hold here and you can kind of get an idea. And we are off. And we got Jumanji 2 behind us. And this is going to be my view for the next little while. Trying to get them to wave at me, they won't wave. I think they're being antisocial. That's kind of our look today. What do y'all think? It's a nice day. We're gonna get out a little farther out of this anchorage and put our sails up and see what we can do. So pardon the hairdo, but we are out here in the wind. Ciao. Look at it.
Still running about 26, 27 knots of wind. Right on our nose.
So here we are at Jerrell, something like that, Cove. It is a state park here in Washington. We did get on a mooring ball. This is a quite cramped anchorage. Can't anchor, so mooring ball field. And I'm not sure who runs this little bitty marina over here, but maybe the state, just not sure. Awaiting our company for dinner. Pay our dues to be here and hopefully chill for just a little bit. We are planning on staying here for a couple nights. Carl and Marcia have to head back Sunday for him to be on call for work on Monday, and we will have to leave Monday to go back to the Tri-Cities, unfortunately, to work on Tuesday. So just a couple more days of playing, maybe, or just plain relaxing. Here with me. So we got all these guys. We've got one anchored out right there at the mouth. The other one's on the mooring wall. But here's a look at the... We're approaching higher tide here. Although the tide's going out. So I shouldn't say higher tide. Tide is going out. Otherwise that gangplank on those steps over there is like this. And it's a crawl up and a slide down. But it's beautiful out here. Got some campers up there in the trees. But just a beautiful view. Waving hello at our great Q-Dock neighbors, Marcia and Carl. But that's a look at Jerrell Cove this morning as we head out. Because they never ever look tall enough, ever. There's one span. Here's the second span. And we are out.
Yeah. Looks like everybody had the same idea coming in here to Tacoma. We got the ferry going across. We got fishermen out here fishing. We got the power boaters coming in. Trying to make sure they get to the fuel docks first, no doubt. And well, it looks like everybody's passed us. Except for this sailboat over here, and he's ahead. Yes, sirree, Bobby. Back in Commencement Bay. You can see Mount Rainier way off in the distance. It's a beautiful welcome home. See the Tacoma Yacht Club right here by Breakwater Marina. And the boat launch. So we're just now coming up on low tide. So we made it perfectly, rode the tide, the falling, ebbing tide all the way from Jerrell Cove to Commencement Bay. Turned out perfect. Took us about 4.5 hours. 5 hours.
Quarter to 9 or whatever it is.
Quarter to 1. Yeah, 4 hours. So it was a good trip. Very calm. A little bit of sprinkles here and there. Overcast most of the way. Not too hot, not too cold.
Filthy wind shear with salt.
Yeah. Yeah, so once we get back in, it's clean up the boat time. It was a lovely weekend though. Lovely week, actually. We had a great time visiting with friends, seeing new places. It was nice.